example, Leviticus 23, verses 26 to 32, 26 to 32 in Leviticus 23, about the Day of Atonement. And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, also on the 10th of this 7th month shall be a Day of Atonement. There shall be a holy gathering, and you shall humble and weaken your bodies, and shall bring a fire offering to Yahweh. And you shall do no work in this same day, for it is a day of atonement, to atone for you before Yahweh your Elohim. For any person who is not humbled in this same day shall be cut off from his people. And any person who does any work in this same day, I shall even cut off that person from the midst of his people. Again, notice who is doing the cutting off? The priest? A Levite? No, it says, I, Yahweh. Yahweh shall cut off that person from the midst of his people. Verse 31, you shall do no work. It is a never-ending statute throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It is a Sabbath of rest to you, and you shall humble your souls in the 9th of the month at evening. From evening to evening you shall keep your Sabbath. So notice the 10th day of the month begins at the 9th in the evening. And ends, of course, the 10th in the evening. If we don't humble ourselves by fasting, or if we do any work on the Day of Atonement, we will be cut off. Yahweh will cut us off from Israel. Numbers 9:13. Numbers 9:13. But the man that is clean and is not on a journey and has failed to prepare the Passover, even that person shall be cut off from his people, because he did not bring the offering of Yahweh in its appointed season. That man shall bear his sin. So, if we don't keep Passover, we will be cut off from Yahweh's people. We are no longer part of Yahweh's people. Let's go to John 6:56 to see what the New Testament says about it. John 6:56. He who eats my body, this is Yahshua speaking, he who eats Yahshua's body and drinks my blood abides in me and I in him. So unlike what some of the Jews seem to think in his day, he was not talking about cannibalism. He was not suggesting, you just bite a piece out of my arm or so, or out of my leg. No, he was referring to the Passover ceremony, which in the New Testament is no longer observed with sacrificing a lamb, but with the symbols of unleavened bread and the symbol of his blood being the grape juice. So we must partake of the grape juice and the unleavened bread during the Passover ceremony. Remember also what Yahshua said to Peter. Yahshua was washing the feet of the disciples, and Peter said, "No, Master, you will not wash my feet." He said, "If I don't wash your feet, you have no part with me." Oh, in that case, Peter said, "Not only my feet, but also my head and my arms," or something like that, my hands, whatever. And Yahshua replies, "Well, he who has taken a bath needs only his feet to be washed." While in Belgium I didn't fully understand why that was. Well, sort of, but not really, no practical understanding. Now I do, because now I'm wearing sandals without socks. And then if you walk in dusty streets, well, your feet get a bit dusty and a bit dirty, even if you have just taken a bath. So that's what Joshua was referring to. Only your feet, that's enough. And Joshua added, I have given you an example, you have to wash one another's feet. That's another requirement for Passover. We must wash one another's feet. Let's now go to Numbers 15. Numbers 15, verses 27 to 31. Numbers chapter 15, 27 to 31. And if one person sins through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. Again, we don't do animal sacrifices anymore. We know that Joshua, all these animal sacrifices were, all these sin offerings were symbolizing Joshua's future sacrifice on the stake where he shed his blood.